Hey guys, EasyMods.dk here today. Alright, today we're going to be doing a tutorial on HTML coding. This is going to be your very basic HTML. These are the very basics. So, let's go ahead and get started. A couple programs, or right now just a program I recommend, is Notepad++. This is going to help you with your coding, just kind of where you place it, keeping your coding in line, and how many lines you have and whatnot. There is other Adobe programs such as Dreamweaver, but for right now you can only get that as a trial unless you have a good $400 to pay for the whole program. Crazy insane, so I would just recommend getting Notepad++. So let's go ahead and get started here. First thing you want to do is open up your Notepad++, or you could open up Notepad. That'll work just fine. I just use Notepad++ for organizing my coding and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new Notepad++. Alright, so here, what we're going to get started doing is, I'm just going to go ahead and type the very basic tag, and I'm going to save this under our file, save as, and I've made a folder on my desktop already, HTML, and under this folder we're going to save this as a, scroll up, we're going to say this is all types. Alright, so now once you've selected all types, you're going to come down here, name this whatever you want. Most people will name this index.html. and you go ahead and save. Alright, so now you'll see my text has turned blue. It has realized that we are going to be using this as an HTML coding document, so it's turned blue for coding. Alright, so now let's get the general basics down. Let me go ahead and erase this. This is an opening tag. Whatever code is inside of this, it's the opening tag for it. When we close a tag, we put our bracket, put a /, and then our bracket. So let's say bold text, it's just a B. If whatever is in between these brackets will be bold on our website. So we can now say I want a text, whatever I put after this, I don't want that to be bold. Let's just put EasyMods. So I don't want EasyMods to be bold, so what I need to do is make a close bracket. In my close bracket, I want to put a / and another B, just like that. So now on my site, hello is going to be bolden and EasyMods won't. So let's get started. Let's delete this. Okay, when doing an HTML document, when we're using HTML coding, we have HTML coding and then there's XHTML coding. Today we're going to be using HTML. And how we start this coding page, you can call it, you are going to start with a bracket, and inside you're going to put HTML. So that is our basic starting bracket. You will always put HTML at the top of that. So now we're going to go down a line. Next comes your head. Oops, sorry. Alright, so you have your head. Now, we're going to go down another line, and you can even space these out if you are somebody that likes to have it so spaced out that you know exactly what's going on. So we can do that, and we can go down a line. Alright, and then in this line we can space it, and we're going to put title. Inside this title I'm just going to put and this is just anything you want. This doesn't have to be any type of coding. Okay, and I'm going to close that title tag. Then we're going to go down again, and right here we want to close our head tag. Okay, I guess. Alright, so now that is all that usually will go into a head tag, is the title. So let's go ahead and save this so I can show you guys what it looks like. So we're just going to save that. We're going to open up our HTML, and here you see our index. So in your web browser right now, all we're going to see is our title. And you guys are probably wondering, well, there's nothing there. Because what the actual title tag does is it puts it up in the tab. It tells the Internet Explorer that we want our title on our tab or for the browser to be HTML tutorial. Okay? So that's nothing to do with the body. Your body is this whole wide web page. Alright, so let's go back to our Notepad++, or Notepad, whichever you're using. We're going to go down another line, and our next line is going to be our body tag. So whatever in the body is going to show up on our web page. So here I could put hello. Alright, let's not close. You want to go down a couple lines if you're going to close the body, because you're probably going to end up having quite a bit of information. Pretty much everything you do is going to be inside your body. So if I put hello and we save it and we go to our index, it's going to look like this on our web page. It's just going to say hello. So on Notepad++, I'm going to teach you some of the basics of the text effects and whatnot. So basically, if we want to make our text bold from earlier, you remember it's a B. If we want to underline our text, it's a U. And italics is an I. Alright, so now, well, first let's close these tags. And okay. So what this is going to do is exactly what I said, bold, italics, and underline. And let's refresh our page. And now you can see our text has been boldened, it is in italics, and it is underlined. Okay? Now, I want to add some color to that. And let's actually change our text to welcome to my site. Alright, now I want that text to be, let's go green. So what I type is font color equals quotations, and in those quotations I'm going to put the color. So we want green. Put your two quotations again, and then I'm going to go ahead and close that tag. So down here you have to close your font tag, or whatever else you put down here is all going to be green. So we want to go /font. That's how you close a font tag. Whatever you put in here, we can put size and whatnot, face, whatever you put inside the font tag, all you need is one little font tag, ending tag, to close it all. So now if we save this and we go back to our internet page and refresh, you can see it's now green and says welcome to my site. Okay. Alright, now I want my text to be centered, and I want it to be a bit larger than what it is right now. So what we're going to do, to center a tag like this, and you can put this anywhere in here, it doesn't really matter with your tags, we're just going to type center. Now, if I want my text to the left, which it already is, or if I want it to the right, we would type P for paragraph, and then align equals, and then your quotations, and then you would type left, or you could type right, or you can even go more into it and top dash left, or bottom dash left dash right, you know, vice versa. So if you want it to the right, and we can even type center in here. I like to use an easier tag, which is just simply center, and we can close off that tag over here. Make sure you don't forget your / for closing. Oops. Okay, center. And if you do type a tag wrong, that's a good thing for using Notepad++. Say I do type center and I put 2 R's and I close it. This is not going to be blue like all your other tags. So you'll know that you have an error in your tags if they're not all blue. Alright, so Now we did that.